It's week 3 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Eagles and the Bears. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy and cover...
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And here we go from Chicago. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. Second and 6 coming up here. Blown back, gets the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Keely Ringo making the play. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Chicago first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Williams to throw on first. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or a premium in this league.
And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Romadudes touchdown! So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
A 400-plus yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, well, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
Has it downfield, working the left. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Throwing now on first down. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second and 10 now. Judy there to grab it. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Throwing from the gun here. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the field.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here.
Ready up!
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Williams from the gun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go.
Williams to throw. Komet brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Soldier Field. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Now Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 42. Throw left side, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's Williams. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, Williams. Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a second quarter lead. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was gonna be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird?
Ooh.
In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like a quarterback.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie things up at 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
You know, awareness, Kate, is one of the best skills anyone on the return team can possess. And normally it's just for hitting blocks and clearing a lane and doing their job. But there it was recognizing the fumble and locating it quickly to save the possession.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. 1st down throw by Williams. He finds Odunze running the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now, as we get a chance to look at their picks from this year's draft, Brock, we see a lot of names that are set up to help this team, both this year as rookies and down the line as well.
Yeah, you really see the 2 draft strategies combined here, right? Best player available in drafting for needs. Some people, well, they like one, some like the other. Personally, I think it's best when you add both to a class like they did. Some of these guys we're going to see right away, and others, well, they're going to have to develop to add some depth and serious talent down the road.
He's trying to go deep again. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit blocked, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Bears and receiver Jaden Reed set to take over once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Into traffic, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Working from the gun, Williams. Pass caught by Adunze. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. And it's the Bears looking at 3rd and 4. To throw is Williams. He's on the move. He's running for it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Williams to throw on 1st. Completed here to Komet. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready?
Williams set to pass. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Romadudes a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Bears double their lead to 14. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Throwing now on 1st down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, I suppose some praise is in order for bringing him down almost immediately and preventing a return. Definitely minimized the damage the best they could, but it is still a demoralizing outcome for this offense to give the ball away.
Here we go. Turn up.
1st down, Williams. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let go.
They motion the tight end over. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. But same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So at halftime, it's the Bears out in front in Chicago. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the...
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the 2nd half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go, set. Go 18, right here. 70 rings, 70 rings.
Throwing from the gun here. He puts everything behind this one. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Bears football.
Okay, break.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Makes the play, working the sideline, but it takes him out right at the line. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Cut by Jacobs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
19.
Here's 2nd and 5. Buys time, rolling right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Mano y mano, so many battles there at the line of scrimmage, and it does come down to those one-on-one situations. Who's put in the work, who's put in the effort, and who can execute to create that negative play, that big sack for this defense.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Go.
Williams from the gun. Catch is made down the right sideline. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Let's go.
2nd and 13. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He sends this one to the end. They connect on the deep shot. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears push their lead further to start the half. It's a Romadunze touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Bears double their lead to 14. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Second and 10 now. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finding Judy. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 48. Taking a deep shot here. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass play now. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They are throwing it again. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Set, go. Set, go.
First down throw by Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And now it's second down.
Ready.
Throwing now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing third and long.
Set up. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Dumped off to his running back. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line. This is the end of the third quarter. This one not out of... Offense to the line for second down.
Let's go now. Ready, ready. Hut. Hut.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Ready. Set, go.
Tight end going in motion here. Third down, here's Williams. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Set. Hut. Hut, hut.
From the red zone now. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Working from the gun, Williams. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Eagles ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him.
Buffalo 18.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Has some daylight through the 40. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
To throw it on first down. Judy there to grab it. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Have to pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within one score in the fourth. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears and Rome Odunze headed back out on offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Let's go. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Able to get it to Reed. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Handoff now out of the gun. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears leading by 7. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Let's go now. Check.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Going to be a victory for the Bears as they drop to a knee here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock.